भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 14, Brahma's Prayers to Lord Krishna. Text 37. Please repeat. Prapancham nishprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sandoham prathitum prabho. Prapancham nishprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sandoham prathitum prabho. Prapancham nishprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sandoham prathitum prabho. Prapancham nishprapanchopi bhutale janatananda sandoham prathitum prabho. Prapancham nishprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sandoham prathitum prabho. Prapancham nishprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sandoham prathitum prabho. Prapancham nishprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapandananda Matajis. Prapancham nishprapanchopi bhutale prapanna janatananda sandoham prathitum prabho. Word to word translation. Prapancham, that which is material. Nishprapanchaha, completely transcendental to material existence. Api, although. Vidambayasi, you imitate. Bhutale, on the surface of the earth. Prapanna, who are surrendered. Janata, of people. Ananda sandoham, the great variety of different kinds of ecstasies. Prathitum, in order to spread. Prabho, O Master. Translation. My dear Master, although you have nothing to do with material existence, you come to this earth, imitate material life just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrendered devotees. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur points out that just as a lamp does not seem to shine as brilliantly in sunlight as it does in the shade, or as a diamond does not seem as brilliant on a silver platter as it does on a plate of a blue glass. The Lord's pastimes as Govinda do not seem as amazing in the transcendental abode of Vaikuntha as they do within the material realm of Maya. Lord Krishna comes to the earth and acts towards his pure devotees exactly like a devoted son, boyfriend, husband, father, friend, and so on. And within the darkness of material existence, these brilliant liberated pastimes gives unlimited ecstasy to the surrendered devotees of the Lord. In his Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Srila Prabhupada quotes Lord Brahma as follows: I can also understand that your appearance as a small covered boy, a child of the covered men, is not at all material activity. You are so much obliged by their affection that you are here to enthuse them with more loving service by your transcendental presence. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Goratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, to start with, I'll like to beg the blessings of all of you, specifically senior devotees, so that we can describe 10th canto, which is considered like topmost in terms of Krishna's expression of his love for his devotees. So, and today also being the 15th August, as outside they are celebrating the day of our freedom. So here also the same thing is described, that how Lord comes in this world to free us, to give us freedom. So a devotee experiences freedom every moment when he is surrendering to Krishna. For him, he don't have to wait for 15th August. to celebrate Independence Day. Outside they celebrate Independence Day only 1-2 days. When the 15th August is there, people, their emotions, they overflow. Everywhere different types of songs, I don't have to say, starts playing, and then everywhere you find Tiranga, and the whole atmosphere is like filled with Desh Bhakti. But the problem is, after 2 days everything goes off. Then everything comes back to normal. Desh Bhakti to So Bhakti. Like, because then they become the prominent, and then the whole old sense gratification goes on. So when we are talking about specifically the freedom, we understand freedom not as a political freedom, social freedom. And there are so many wars, revolutions done to get freedom. There is a Indian freedom fight, there is a American, French, and so many. And there is a fight between the kind of people who were held captive and they were used as a gulam. That also was demolished and things like that. So we see that people are always looking for freedom in this world, but then that freedom, which is freedom from some problematic situation on social platform or some government platform or like that, that is just a small insignificant freedom which we are looking for. Why we look for freedom? Because the soul, eternally he is free. He is not supposed to be bound. That eternal soul who is eternally free in the spiritual world, when he comes here he is bound by different ways and means. Sometimes he is bound by some people ruling over him, some other government. He is bound by law of karma. He is bound by birth and death. He is bound by laws of this universe. He is bound by so many desires. So he is kept captive here in this world. And when we are talking about freedom, we are talking about freedom from this whole world. We are not talking about the freedom from one government, other government, or this empire, that empire. No. And that's why we see that even Prabhupada, who was very inspired, because he saw that Gandhiji is doing nice work to free India, and in the beginning of his life when he was a Grihastha, he had a nice degree which he was pursuing in, and that time he was attracted, and that's how he appeared in front of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur with khadi. That time, nowadays khadi has become fashion, but that time it was not a fashion. If you are khadi, police will catch you and put in jail, because that was a proclamation that I am against government. I am activist. So like that. And Prabhupada was very much for the cause of Gandhi, that he was making people come together, doing revolution, and then getting freedom. But we see when he came in front of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in the first meeting only, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur told him that you look educated young gentleman, why don't you take this knowledge of Lord Chaitanya and spread it in the Western world in English language? So that was too much for Prabhupada, argued he, that we are dependent country, who will hear us? I understand that this knowledge is very important, but then more important than that is first to get freedom, and then we have all chance to spread this knowledge. Because Prabhupada was, from his beginning of his life, was trained in spiritual knowledge, so it was not that he was minimizing spiritual knowledge. He knew that that is the goal of life. But then current position was emergency. So he said that this is emergency, it has to be sorted out. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said there is no emergency more greater than Krishna consciousness. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that there is only one problem in this world, that is not dependence on some other nation, that is not poverty, that is not terrorism or whatever. Only Jai Shri Radha Ras Bihari Ji ki, Shri Shri Gaunitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So he said that Krishna consciousness is the only lack in this world. If something is missing in this world, is Krishna consciousness. And the solution for all problems is Krishna consciousness only. There is no other solution which can take us for long. All solutions are very temporary. Because we may get freedom from one party and we are like, we may call oneself as free nation or whatever. That doesn't make us fully happy. Doesn't make much difference. Little difference will be surely there. Prabhupada gives a very simple analogy to understand this. He says sometimes the cows or bulls or they just go everywhere, here, there, make so much disturbance. So what generally is done is they are tied with a pole or something like that, and they are given some length, 10 meter or 5 meter, like that, and they are tied there. So Prabhupada says that the cow is free to move within the radius of that 5 meter. So in one sense cow is free, but is she really free? She is not free. So she is freedom within that 10 meter radius, that's it. She can go inside, can go outside, that's it, in that only. She cannot go outside of that 5. So Prabhupada writes, little freedom means no freedom. So cow is little free, 10, diameter is 10 meter. But that freedom has no meaning. So similarly, just by getting freedom from one government, other government, this freedom, that has no freedom actually, because as Prabhupada says, little freedom means no freedom. Real freedom is when soul becomes free from the entanglement of this whole world only. He becomes free from all things which are binding the true nature of that soul, which is to serve Krishna. Anything other than that, that makes him bound. He becomes gulam of this material world. So externally you may say that okay, we are free, but internally we are gulam of this whole material creation. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur convinced Abhay Charan Dey that real emergency is Krishna consciousness. We are talking about not political freedom, we are talking about freedom of the soul. And that impressed Prabhupada so much. That day itself he surrendered to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and understood that the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the urgency. It is the means by which everybody in this world can get actual freedom, eternal freedom from birth, old age, disease, death. You don't have to take birth again. Even you may be free now, you take another birth somewhere where there is no freedom, then what is the point of that freedom? That freedom is so temporary. for small time. So Bhagavatam gives us this understanding of spiritual status of the soul, and that natural status of soul when he is surrendering to Krishna, that is the real freedom. So that's how here this shloka specifically, prapancham nishprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale, that Brahmaji is describing the Lord that you are nishprapancha, you are transcendental. Prapancha means material world. Generally the how things in this world is called as prapancha, right? So nishprapancha means one who is out of this prapancha, out of material rules, regulations, responsibilities. That is called as nishprapancha. The Lord is nishprapancha, but he comes in this prapancha and does so many activities. Vidambayasi bhutale. He is not supposed to come, he is transcendental. Why he has to come here? But still he comes. Why? Here he says, prapanna janatananda. Those who have taken shelter of Krishna, prapanna, ananda, to give them ananda he comes. That is the only reason why he comes. Otherwise there is no reason why he has to come. And that's how we see in one of the story which we hear that once Akbar was telling to Birbal that, because that's how their philosophy is, that Lord cannot come to this world. This world is very dirty, full of sins, and this is not the place for pure Lord to appear. Why? Like we have seen also, if we have to go and stay somewhere, we see how that place is. Why we will go to dirty place? So even somebody has to go for one number also, he sees some good place to go. Not so what to speak of then coming and staying and doing some activities. So their understanding is that Lord will not come. He cannot come. Why he will come? This is like a third class place for the Lord to come. But then we find that same king, when he found his own son drowning, although he had so many ministers and soldiers, he personally jumped in to save his own son. So that was to demonstrate that love for the dependents, that makes you break all such rules of purity and good place, bad place, this, that. When it comes emergency to help one's dependent, then Lord breaks all the rules and then he comes here. So similarly, Lord comes here to just show his unlimited mercy. To whom? To his surrendered devotees. And that mercy overflows from that surrendered devotees to whole world practically. So here he says, the prapanna janatananda sandoham prathitum prabho. So he comes to give pleasure, and he says prathitum means to spread it. It's not just it is given very secretly to some. No. He says that's how in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is described. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes in this world with the fruits of love of Godhead. And then Panchatattva opens the whole go down of that love of Godhead, free for anybody to come. That पापी तापी जत छिलो हरि नामे उद्धारिलो तार साक्षी जगाई मधाई. They don't see any qualification, anybody who can come and take that. So that is the reason why Lord appears in this world. So in the purport, these two things are discussed. One, the Lord has nothing to do with this material existence. He doesn't need to come here. He is not forced to come here. In one sense, he has no business here. Still he comes. That is called as Leela. In this world, people don't want to go to job, but they are forced to go to job. So many times they don't want to do so many things, but they are forced. They have to do that things. So that is called as a material life of bondage. That you do things which you are not supposed to, don't like to, don't have to, but then you are forced. That is material life. Spiritual life is, he don't have to, he doesn't need to, but to please himself he comes. It doesn't come by force. That's why he says, Ananda Sandoham Prathitum. Just to reciprocate happiness with his own surrendered devotees, Lord appears. And here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives very nice example that the lamp appear more bright in dark than in sunlight. So he says that Lord's pastimes, which we hear here, so many nice Krishna's Bala Leela, that appears very brilliant in this material world which is dark. So he says that means the Bhauma Leela of the Lord shines more than his pastimes in spiritual world, because that pastimes are already going on and everybody is pure devotee there. But here it's like contrast is more. Although the same potency is there, contrast is more. So that's how that becomes more prominent in this world. Yeah. So here we see that the Lord, although he is Nishprapancha, he is completely transcendental to material existence, still he comes. So that is just because of his mercy towards his devotees. And then we see that when Shukadeva Goswami is describing the mercy of the Lord, he quotes this verse, Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jighansaya payayadapya sadhvi lebhe gatim dhatri uchitam tanonyam kamba dayalu sharanam brajema. He says that where is that person so merciful than the Lord Krishna, that he gave highest liberation, he gave the position of mother to somebody who came to kill him with poison. So somebody gives a poison to Krishna and Krishna makes him mother. So then what to others who will give him milk and with great love? So he says that I have never seen any personality more merciful than Krishna. And that's how he says that Kamva Dayalu Sharanam Vrajema, that where is the more merciful Lord than him whom I can now surrender. So when we hear sometimes this, we feel that okay, Lord was very merciful to whom? Putana only. Yesterday only I was giving class. So one question was asked that why Lord doesn't support Satya? That people are so nice, but then why? Basically the same question, that why bad thing happened to good people. So people feel that yes, Lord is very nice, he does nice pastimes, very nice mercy to Putana, Akasur, Trunavarta, and so many, except me, because maybe I have forgotten or I am not in the list of Lord or something like that. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, he says this. He says that Asura Sakala Pailo Charana Vinoda Thakilo Bosi. That even the Asuras have got your mercy and they have been delivered. Somehow I have missed it. I am still here only. So there, sometimes one may feel that, okay, maybe Lord is not merciful to everybody. Only very specially He distributes His mercy. But it is not like that. That's how every day when we are bowing down in front of Radha Ras Bihari, we chant this prayer. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Here we are talking about Jagatpate, that Lord is Jagatpati. Jagatpati means He is having everything of this world. There is nothing which He doesn't have. Jagatpati means some people are Lakpati, some are Karodpati, some are Arabpati, some are Kharabpati. But Lord is Jagatpati. Whatever is there in this Jagat, He is Pati of that. So there is no thing which Lord doesn't have. Why we are calling Him like that? Because He is capable. He has all resources to help living entities. So, sometimes it happens in this world also, when we are needing some help, we try to go to somebody who is capable to serve, capable to help us. If some beggar on Andheri bridge, he had some economical issue, and then he needs some 10,000 rupees. If he goes to another beggar, that, my dear friend, can you give me 10,000 rupees? He will show his dabba, he will say, I have 120 rupees. If you want, I can give you, but 10,000 is bigger. I feel for your need, but मेरा capacity इतना ही है, 120. So when we are looking for help, we always seek somebody who can help us, who has capacity to help. Lord is fully competent, He is having the maximum capacity to help. But we see that sometimes people are having a capacity to help, but they don't want to help. That also is there. Many times some rich people are there, but they don't want to help. Even if they see their sometimes relative also going through some bad phase, they don't, because they don't want to share, they don't want to help. So here, Lord is not only Jagatpati, but He is Dinabandhu also. When He sees His devotees, Dina means one who is battered by Maya, one who is fallen, one who is lower, one who is in need. Such Dina, Lord is Dina Bandhu. So that's how I think one of the 6 Goswamis writes this one of the prayer that from the scriptures, that he says that whenever I read the description of Lord as Apta Bandho or merciful to His devotees, he says my heart shake in fear, because I am not. So that Lord is very merciful to devotees. When he hears that, he fears that. That means I don't have any chance, because Lord is only merciful to His devotees only, and I have not yet become devotee. But then he says that shaken heart gets some solace when he hears this word, Dina Bandho, that Sometimes some people are struggling, to come to some point of surrendering to Krishna. Krishna helps them also. So this Dina Bandho gives us hope that Krishna is not only to Putana, Trinavarta, Aghasura, no, Krishna is for Dina Bandhu also. Anybody who is struggling in this world, and practically everybody is struggling. Some people they know and some people don't. Some people accept, some people don't. But everybody is suffering, everybody is practically gulam of this world. So Krishna is there to help everybody who is in problem. That's how his name is Dina Bandho. And how much he can help? Says Karuna Sindho. Karuna Sindho means his mercy is unlimited. Not that once he gave to somebody, then he says that रुको थोड़ा, जैसे कुएं में पानी होता है, कभी कभी वो पानी ज़्यादा निकाले तो खत्म हो जाता है. Then we have to wait till that water fills in and then we can give. So in the fields they do like that. 3 hours they run the motor and then wait for 3 hours because water has finished. Then again they start after 3 hours, like that. So Krishna is not like that he has to wait for somebody and then he can help it out. No, he is a Karuna Sindho. Unlimited resources, unlimited mercy he has, anytime available. He doesn't have to go around to get some help. So here we see that Lord is always very merciful to fallen souls. And this is very nicely described by Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. When they come to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Ramkeli, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was on his way to Vrindavan, and he took a detour, although Ramkeli was not on his way. Vrindavan way was straight, but then he took a detour and came to Ramkeli because he wanted to meet Dabir Khas and Sakar Malik, who were almost become Muslim because of their service to Muslim king Nawab Hussain Shah. So he came knowing that these are very great personalities and they are great devotees. To deliver them he came there. And when he came to Ramkeli, Sakar Malik, Dabir Khas, Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, they knew that if they go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like daytime, then there may be some problem for them and for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So secretly they went and they met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with their brother Anupam. And that time small Jiva Goswami also was there watching this whole incidents. Now also that tree is there under which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. And Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they were so humble, they were coming with such a attitude, taking the grass in their teeth. They were approaching humbly to the Lord Chaitanya, telling that we are more fallen than Jagai Madhai. To deliver Jagai Madhai, you do not have to exert. It was very easy for you to deliver Jagai Madhai because first they said that they were having so many good qualities. They did little sin here there, but what is the sin? By taking your one holy name, even unconsciously, that sins are destroyed. So that is not such a big thing. But then they were staying in Dham, they were hearing your kirtan, and they never did any offense to devotees. They never served non-devotees the way we are serving. They were always in touch with Dham, which was purifying. So they said, it was very easy for you to deliver Jagai Madhai, but then see us, we are more fallen than Jagai Madhai, and then your name as Patita Pavan will be actually fit when you will give your mercy to us. And there they say that although we know that we have no capacity, even to stand in front of you, we are feeling so ashamed because our activities, our purpose of life is so low because we are serving low class people who are meat eaters, who are cow flesh eaters, and we are serving them, so we are also part of them only. But he says that although we are like a dwarf, can't jump too much, very small, but we have a desire to touch the moon. So this is a contrast, that we don't have capacity but desire is very high to touch the moon, and he says that that is only possible because you are merciful. That's how we have a hope that one day we'll touch the moon. Touch the moon means to get Krishna Prem. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very, he was completely melted down by seeing their mercy, seeing their humility, and then he gave them mercy. So we see here that when the devotees, they approach the Lord with this attitude, and Lord is Karuna Sindhu, that Karuna Sindhu becomes mercifully releases all his Karuna when he sees this humble approach. So it becomes then match when the positive and negative magnet N and S, right? The North Pole and South Pole, they come, they attract each other. If North Pole and North Pole come, then they repel. Lord is great, and if we consider we are great, there is a repulsion. People say, nahi chahiye. Lord is great, we are very small. Immediate attraction is there, naturally. So, here we see that Lord is Deena Bandho, that He is merciful even to those who are not in any way capable for His mercy to approach. They are not qualified externally, but then their qualification becomes because they are in touch with the Lord. So here we see that Lord's appearance, which we are going to celebrate on 30th of this coming month, the Lord appeared specifically for this one purpose, to expand His mercy. As here it says, Prathitum Prabho. Just to expand His joy, expand His pastimes, expand His mercy to fallen conditioned souls, He comes in this world. And we see that that type of mercy which He has given to Putana, Aghasur, and so many demons, and His devotees also, is available to everybody, all time. We see that specifically this chanting Hare Krishna, which becomes the most merciful way by which Lord appears in this world. Most accessible, most merciful, most easy, with full potency of Krishna. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar Nama Haite Haya Jagat Nistar. That can give us freedom from this whole material world, just by that chanting of the holy name. When we chant it eagerly, loudly, with surrender to Krishna, with raised hands we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is our actual Independence Day. When we take shelter of the holy name, then our independence starts. Then our real independence starts. So this holy name is available to anybody, everybody. You don't have to be Indian, You don't have to be Brahman, you don't have to be qualified, you don't have to be learned, you don't have to be anything. You have to just have 2 ears and holes has to be empty, and then Krishna can enter. Krishna can enter even when somebody is in coma. Because Prabhupada, when he was preaching in Bowery, in New York, when Prabhupada came, he saw that only few people are sitting there. Prabhupada said, "Where are others?" They said, "Others are lying down outside, high on drugs." Prabhupada said, "Bring them." They said, "But they can't, they are not in position." He said, "No problem, bring them." So people were bringing this fully drugged people who have no consciousness externally. He said, no, let them be inside. Some vibration will go. They will be purified, don't worry. So somebody who is unaware of what things are happening externally also, even somebody may be in coma, still chanting Hare Krishna can have effect in that position also. Just imagine how much Krishna has made him accessible. That he has fully opened. That means even if you don't want, Krishna is ready to benefit you. So it's like from our side we are failing. Krishna comes as, very mercifully he appears as the deities in this world. And that's how Prabhupada, wherever he went, first he installed the deities. Just so that devotees and outside people, they get opportunity to serve Krishna, to see Krishna, to bow down in front of Krishna. That's why that Bhagavatam shloka is there. I don't remember that. That Lord has created the eyebrows. Hasam Harer Janata Akhila Loka Tivra Shokashu Sagar Matyudaram Sammohanaya Rachitam Nijamayayasya. Then Bhrumandale Munikrute Makaradhvajasya. That the Lord is telling that I come in this form just to give my mercy so that people can control themselves. People can come out of their material anarthas. So Lord is so much worried that we are bound here. We have become captive in this material world. We have become gulam of this world. So Lord comes in the form of very merciful deities, and he says that just you serve me and get the freedom from all misgivings. So Lord comes as the deity form just so that conditioned soul can do away with all his material desires, material hankerings. Because the more we serve the deities and make beautiful shringar, makes the Lord appear beautiful, to that degree we lose the tendency to become beautiful ourselves. Previously, generally the outside world, so much time and energy goes to make oneself beautiful. People spend thousands and thousands of rupees to make one's presentable and beautiful and like that. But then to the degree one serves the Lord in the deity form, to that degree that desire to look oneself attractive, impressive, that is taken care. The desire to have so many costly ornaments and dress, that is done when we start serving the Lord with very nice jewelry, very nice ornaments. To the degree we give very nice foodstuffs as bhoga to the Lord, to that degree we lose our attraction to things of this world, which take so much of energy and time. So we see that the Lord appears Although the Lord is transcendental, as said here, Nishprapanchopi, he is not part of this world, there is no connection, he is adhokshaja, that we cannot see him, but then because he is merciful only, he has come as deities. If he was not merciful, he was not supposed to come. Who will be merciful to somebody who is repeatedly denying Lord's instruction, repeatedly going against Lord's mind? Why Lord should be merciful? You go to your friend and he is insulting you, he is not giving any value to you. Why you will go again to him? Simple thing. In this world also, even if we get one insult, we just put him in trash. It's like, who are you then? And it's like, are you the only person in the whole world? If you are not there, I'll go to somebody else. But here we see that living entity is repeatedly denying, not ready to accept the help of the Lord. Even if Lord comes, he says that, Lord, abhi nahi, baad mein. Don't come now. I have a lot of plans here in this world. So he is neglected by living entity. He is breaking the rules made by the Lord, and still Lord appears that no problem. You are spoiled, but I am there for you. Even when you are spoiled. That is the only mercy of the Lord, that if Lord was not merciful, he was not supposed to come. More than that, as this one shloka, which is so nice in Gajendra's prayer, which we are hearing just 2 days back. So here he says, Gajendra is praying, Madruk prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya muktaya bhuri karunaya namo alalaya swamshena sarvatanubhrum manasi pratita pratyagdrushe bhagavate bruhate namaste. So here Gajendra, who is really in need, Dina, he is praying to the Lord that, my dear Lord, why you appear here? Here 3 things he says very nicely. Muktaya means, my dear Lord, you are mukta. And that's how I am praying to you, because only mukta person can free other person. If somebody is already bound himself, how he can help? So he is telling that you are mukta, and that's how you are competent to help me. You can help me. Why he is telling like that? And then he says, Bhuri Karunaya. Bhuri Karunaya means you are compassionate. That you are very compassionate, that's how I am praying to you. That not only you are competent, but you are merciful also. And sometimes one may be having capacity to help. Like when Gajendra was going on with fighting with crocodile, it was not 1 day or 2 days. It was like really long gap when that fight was going on. So all the demigods also were watching. It's not that it was happening quite above. But then, although they had a capacity to come and kill that crocodile, it was not a big thing. Anybody would have come, Indra, Chandra, they would have come and then killed that crocodile. But they didn't come, although they had a capacity. Why? Because Bhuri Karunaya was missing. They had no compassion like Lord to Gajendra. Although Gajendra was in difficulty, so many people were there watching him, but they didn't come. They said, चलने दो, उनका खुद का बिजनेस है, हमको क्या करना है? So they didn't come. So we see here that only Lord is there who is Deenabandho. He doesn't wait to save his devotees, and he comes here. And then he says, Alalaya. Alalaya means, here Prabhupada writes, who are never inattentive to or idle for the purpose of my deliverance. And then he says, Swa Amshena, by your partial feature as Paramatma. As a Paramatma, you are aware 100% all the time what is my situation. Because sometime one may be capable, one may be merciful also, but he doesn't know our need. And that's how he doesn't connect to person where the need is there. So here he is telling that that connection is never broken by you in the form of your Paramatma feature. That Paramatma is always 24/7 available for helping. Says Namo Alalaya. Prabhupada says in one of his lecture, Prabhupada sometimes makes very kind of contrasting points. So I don't know who has given the titles for Prabhupada's lectures, but they are really punching titles. So one of the title of the lecture was, "We come here to pass stool." That was the title. So Prabhupada in the lecture he is telling that you see this dog, the master is taking the dog, and then sometimes the master waits till the point dog pass stool and urine. He is patiently waiting. Although he is the master, but he is waiting for his dog. So he said, similarly Paramatma is waiting for us when we are doing the business of passing stool and urine in this world. So he was telling. So we come here to do so many nonsense things, and Lord is waiting that, okay, no problem, let him pass, and at least after that he will hear. So Paramatma, without being unattentive, that's why one of the name is that he never even blinks, animesha. That without blinking his eyes wide open, and Paramatma is not sitting on easy chair. Paramatma is sitting, Paramatma is standing. It's like 1, 2, 3 and go. In that position he is. That when the living entity turns to him, he don't want to waste time. He is ready with all equipped. Just so that, so like that Lord is standing in our heart, not only in human body, animal body, cats, dogs, worms, birds body. Is this not a lesser mercy than Putana? So when the Lord is constantly making him available with all his Karuna Sindhu, just by one, we have to just tell that, my dear Lord, I am yours. And Lord takes on everything from there further. So we see that Lord appears in this world not only for giving spiritual mercy, but if you see in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that whole shlokas are there about how the Lord maintains this universe. So in the second and third canto, when description is there about the whole universe, how it is formed and things like that, there also this is mentioned that this whole universal management, it's like a huge, so many galaxies, so many planets, so many suns, so many Brahmas, so many living entities, so many what not. And that is done for what? That is done by the Lord. He is not supposed to do it. That is done only for that one living entity who is not ready to accept Krishna's supremacy. He is not ready to accept that I am servant of Krishna. For such misbehaved, naughty soul, he creates this whole universe with so much of detail, so many things. Otherwise he would have created one small black room and then throw us. He didn't do that. He made such a nice world where we can be happy, although we cannot be happy without him. So we see that this whole creation, when you see sun, moon, you see that this is mercy of the Lord. Prabhupada was sitting at one point of time in one Bhagavatam class, and somehow the sunlight was coming and then it was falling on Prabhupada. So devotees were they were trying to kind of make a thing that Prabhupada will not get that sun. Prabhupada said, no, let it come. And then Prabhupada was telling that when I am sitting like this under sun, I feel that Lord's Krupa, Kataksha, through the sun is coming on me. Because Yachakshuresha Savita Sakalagrahanam Raja Samasta Suramukti Rashesha Teja. So there it says that he is like a chakshu of the Lord. So Lord is seeing me. So so Prabhupada was thinking in this way. Sometimes we see that this is too much. But then pure devotees can see the whole creation as the mercy of the Lord only. They see everywhere Lord is calling that son, abhi bahut ho gaya, aa jao abhi. You have played a lot, now you come back. So the Lord is so merciful to call us, although we are not responding to His call for so many days, so many lifetimes. We are determined to not take instruction of the Lord seriously, and still He is mercifully not leaving our side. So that's how we see that Lord is very merciful, and to show that mercy Lord comes in this world. And that's how we see this, He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. When He comes and He creates wonderful pastimes with Srimati Radharani, Gopis, Gopas, that also is because of His mercy only towards living entities. He creates His pastimes in such a way, so simple, normal, human-like way, to attract the hearts of all conditioned souls. He behaves like a small boy. He behaves as if he doesn't know only, or he just scrawls here, there. He's playing with cows, and he's playing in the dirt of Vrindavan, and he's eating soil, and he is doing so many things which a normal human child will do. But then these pastimes, they attract the heart of the devotees. There are devotees who can just meditate whole life on one pastimes of the Lord. There are many. So such happiness Lord provides for those who are not, they are not ready for that, and they are not worthy of that. So such unworthy servants, Lord is so merciful that He creates this whole universe, comes as holy name, comes as deities, comes as prasad, comes as acharyas, comes as scriptures, comes as what not. What else He is supposed to do? So the Lord comes in this world for only one purpose, and that is to reclaim fallen conditioned souls. So when we see these things, we also understand that Lord is not less merciful to us than Putana and Aghasur and Shakatasur and any other, when Lord is giving mercy to people. So that's how when we are paying our obeisances to Radha Ras Bihari, we understand that He is there for us. He has come for us only. Otherwise, why He has to come here in Mumbai? Because Prabhupada prayed, and that's how He has come and standing here for last 40 years. Who stands like that? So, Lord is so merciful. So we just need to take shelter of the Lord. So we just chant Hare Krishna, serve Prabhupada's mission. So we'll chant and then stop. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. So because it is late, okay, one question.
हरे कृष्णा. धन्यवाद प्रभु जी, आपने बहुत अच्छे से बताया कि भगवान कितने दयालु हैं और हमें देश को आज़ाद नहीं करने के लिए पर आत्मा को आज़ाद करने के लिए भगवत धाम ले जाने के लिए आए. तो प्रभु जी आपने एक उदाहरण दिया ये गजेंद्र जी का कि कैसे देवी देवता वहाँ पास में ही थे लेकिन वो तो आए नहीं मदद करने के लिए, भगवान आए. तो कैसे तर्क वितर्क का वैसे विचार से एक मन में प्रश्न आ रहा था कि देवी देवता को बुलाया ही नहीं गजेंद्र ने, ये तो क्षमता तो उनमें भी थी छुटाने की, और भगवान विष्णु को तो बुलाया, इतना पुकार के बुलाया तब आए. या तो बिना बुलाए आए होते तब कहते कि भगवान दयालु हैं, या देवी देवता को बुलाया और नहीं आए देवी देवता तब हम कहते कि भाई ये लोग दयालु नहीं है. तो कैसे समझ सकते हैं प्रभु जी स्थिति को? हरे कृष्ण.
So here the Lord gave the opportunity to Gajendra to call out mattah smritir jnanam apohanam cha. So if Lord didn't give him the remembrance of his past life, then how he would have called? So Lord also gives all the infrastructure for a conditioned soul to call him out. And then taking that excuse, Lord comes. It is not that Lord needs that calling. Without calling also Lord can come. We see when this Shuklambar Brahmachari, when he was dancing in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's night kirtan in Srivas Thakur, and he was like simple Brahmachari having a jholna bag for his begging, and he was just dancing. His shikha was hanging here, there, his bag was hanging here, there, and he was in ecstasy. So Lord saw him and then he was so impressed that, just, in ecstasy he was. He just reached to him, put his hand in his bag where he has begged some rice and like that. So he took that rice and ate. He didn't offer him, neither he has but Lord also, by his own mercy, he felt that I have to accept without his giving also. Lord was not called at Vidura's house, but he went. There was no arrangement done. So Lord is very merciful from his side. He takes sometimes liberty to go and distribute his mercy. But then he says, if you call, it's nice. Then it becomes official. I can come and deliver my mercy. But Lord is not bound by the calling. Mother is not bound by calling of son. After son will call and then only mother will help. No, not like that. Mother is not bound by some official calling of son. So Lord is always calling by internally, externally making arrangement for him to come to spiritual world. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Yes,
जैसे आपने बताया कि रूप गोस्वामी, सनातन गोस्वामी, हम सुना भी है कि ये ब्राह्मण परिवार के थे, लेकिन फिर मुसलमान की यहाँ सेवा किए. उस समय वैसे समय था, काल था, परिस्थिति, सेवा किया. तो कौन सा ऐसा ये था कि ऐसे मलेच्छ के इसमें सेवा करने के लिए ये लोगों को क्या वो कुछ पनिशमेंट था? जैसे प्रहलाद महाराज ने कुछ किया था तो ऐसे हुआ, ब्रह्मा जी ने कुछ किया तो ऐसे हुआ. तो इतने बड़े ये लोग हैं. भगवत गीता में बताते कि जो पतित आत्मा होती है, कुछ गलती करती है तो उसको बड़े बड़े ब्राह्मणों घर में जन्म मिलता है और वहाँ से वो भक्ति चालू कर देते हैं और डायरेक्ट भक्ति कृष्ण से मिलते हैं. लेकिन ये कैसे हुआ? ये भगवान चैतन्य महाप्रभु हमें दिखाने के लिए, सिखाने के लिए किया, क्या किया? हरे कृष्ण.
बहुत अच्छा प्रश्न है. That why Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami had to take such lowly occupation to serve Nawab Hussain Shah. Actually, how the thing was, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami had no desire to work for Nawab Hussain Shah. What happened was, when Nawab Hussain Shah wanted some assistance, that he wanted some ministers, so he asked some other people there, who are the most qualified people in our whole area. Many people gave him name of this Rupa and Sanatan. They said, if these two people help you, then you can take care of the whole nation very smoothly. So then he tried, answer came denied. Who wants to work for like that? Then this Nawab Hussain Shah was so cruel and cunning. He said, see, either you become my ministers, I will give you a lot of wealth and things like that. If you don't, then I will torture Hindus and break temples more. So it was a blackmail kiya unko. And when he was blackmailed like that, then they have to do that. Even his father was not willing that, to let Rupa and Sanatan Goswami to go and do this job, although salary was very high. His father, every day he was doing yajna from different brahmanas to nullify the sin which his sons are doing because of that. तो रोज वो बड़े बड़े यज्ञ करते थे कि अरे my sons are wrongly placed like that. Yes.
Thank you very much for giving inspiring class, प्रभु. हम जो कुछ कार्य करते हैं और कुशल रहते हैं, ये प्रभु की कृपा दृष्टि से है. एक समय देखा गया कि इंदिरा गांधी कितने वर्षों तक अपना भारतवर्ष का सवारी, और प्रभु ने थोड़ी सी कृपा दृष्टि हटा दिया तो Z+ पर सुरक्षा होने के बावजूद भी वो अपनी रक्षा नहीं कर पाई, तुरंत छुट्टी हो गई उसकी. तो बाकी जो लोग हम जिनके ऊपर निर्भर रहते हैं हमारे रक्षा के लिए, उनका कोई गारंटी नहीं है वो हमें बचाए ही, क्योंकि कभी ऐसा हो सकता है बचा नहीं पाते हैं. लेकिन प्रभु की जो रक्षा है इसकी गारंटी है, क्योंकि प्रभु हर समय हर जगह पहुंच सकते हैं, उनको कहीं पहुंचने में देर नहीं लगती है और उनके बीच में कोई रुकावट आ नहीं सकती है. जो प्रभु कार्य करें उसे निष्फल कोई कर ही नहीं सकता है. और प्रभु की किसी को रक्षा करना चाहे तो रक्षा कर ही लेते हैं. राखे कृष्ण मारे के, मारे कृष्ण राखे के. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण. थैंक यू. श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय.
सुंदर की जय.